Good morning, family. Welcome to our channel, Sparkle in Nature. And I want us to focus today on life of prayer as a Christian, as a person, as an individual, as a child of God. And for us human beings, we have our parents that we normally have a conversation with when we need something. Look here, mom, look here, dad, or a guardian, and we tell them all our troubles and the things we need. So that is what prayer is all about. Before I dive into our conversation, go to our channel, Sparkle in Nature, at Sparkle in Nature JN. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much. If you are new subscribers, thank you. Tunashukuru that all of you have decided and chosen to be part of this family. We appreciate. Continue sharing this with your friends. Diving into our conversation on prayer. Prayer, we are saying that it's a personal dialogue with God. It's a dialogue. What does that mean? That I talk, he talks. I talk, he talks to me. And that means I have to listen as well. Remember, we have one mouth and two ears. The reason for that is so that we can listen more to God and speak less. Yes. And then when we also have our conversation with God, we talk to him like children. We are his children. I am a child of God. And if I'm a child of God, he's my father. And he wants to hear what I have at table. Ni nini niko nayo kwa mkono, nimwambie Mungu wangu, baba yangu wa mbinguni. Then let's look at it from this angle. We have materials for prayer. We have immense materials for prayer. Just to mention 4. But before I mention 4, I hope you have been reading the scriptures personally as we decided in the previous video. If you haven't watched that, you'll find it in our channel, reading the scriptures. So that is one of the materials for our prayer. And inside it, we have 4 ways that we can be able to pray. But don't forget, there are diverse and many ways that each one can pray. Okay, number 1, we have the commandments. There are 10 commandments. 3 of them are directed towards God, and the 7 are directed towards humanity and how to live our lives. So when we lack materials to pray, let's use let's use the commandments. They were given directly to Moses by God. So we go and let's read the commandments in the book of, at the beginning of the scriptures in the Old Testament, in Exodus, and we shall get, or Genesis, whichever, and we shall get the importance and how the commandments came to be, and we shall read through them and try to assimilate them into our lives. Second aspect, or second source of prayer, is the 2 greatest commandments. After these commandments were given to Moses and he wrote them down, again Christ came and told us there are these 2 greatest commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and also love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's another material for prayer. Take it to prayer. Find it in the scriptures. I am not very good in quoting the scriptures, but I can quote what I know that is in the scriptures. I don't have specific verses and the Bible, but I usually read and try to remember which book it is. The third thing that we can use, or the third source for prayer, is the Beatitudes. How many Beatitudes are there? There are 8 of them. So why don't you go to the scriptures and read the Beatitudes when you lack materials for prayer? That is number 3. Number 4, we have the Our Father. One of the prayers that Christ taught his apostles when they actually asked him to teach them how to pray. And he taught them the Our Father. That is one of the beautiful prayers that we have. And he taught that. Now this is prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, blah blah, continue up to the end. So with those 4 sources of prayer, I want to give you a bonus. There, it's called ACTS. ACTS means adoration. It's an acronym: ACTS, adoration, contrition, thanksgiving and supplication. When we talk about adoration, we adore God. Yeah, you tell him everything, the beautiful name he has, everything. When we go to contrition, let's ask him for the forgiveness of our sins. When we go to thanksgiving, just be grateful that God is God, plus many other things that we can be grateful for. And for supplication, let's ask for anything that we want, our successes, our failures, our everything. Yeah, we can ask God for that. So I'm gonna wish you a lovely time as you enjoy our conversation that is going to help you relate personally with God, because for me this is all personal relationship with God. Why? Because the pastor or the priest should not be the one to tell me this is how you relate with God. This is, yes, it's okay, they tell us, but I must have the foundation. I must know how do I relate with God, and so that I can give God the priority he deserves in my life. So wishing you a very good day, a very good time in venturing into personal relationship with God through reading the scriptures and now through the prayer. We shall come to talk more about our personal relationship with God as we continue, as the time goes. So wishing you a lovely time, and don't forget to go downstairs there and share with your friends, comment, like, yeah. And if you have a friend who has not subscribed, 2 or 3 or 4 or more of your friends, encourage them to continue subscribing. Thank you very much. Have a lovely time. Thank you.